Hello, 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 everybody. It is me, Astra Calypso, back from vacation. Would you look at that? We lived. I got 4 holes in my face, a tattoo, and a cat on vacation. It was a pretty crazy trip. I had so much fun. It was very refreshing. And now I am home, and it is fucking hot. And I'm ready to play some games. Final Fantasy XIV Online is all I could really muster today because it's a lot of reading and it's a lot of talking to you guys. It's a lot of character creation, and I don't have to use my 3 brain cells because all 3 of them are out of commission today. How have you guys been? I missed you. I'm sorry if you can hear my fans in the background today. No, I will not be turning them down or off. It's so hot. It is so hot here. Holy shit. Average holiday. You are so correct about that. You are so correct. I am live. My cat is stuck on the blinds with his teeth. I've saved him. I have saved him. Mwah. Hi, Apollo. Hi. Hi. Oh, you're gonna lick the microphone? Okay. I have some cool stuff in the works. One of those things is I'm gonna be setting up a cat cam for my streams soon. We're gonna do a little dono goal that can unlock a cat cam. I'm gonna set that up. I just gotta find like a good place to set up one of their little like trees. I have the camera, I have the ability to do it. I just want to make sure it's a place they're comfortable, but I've got all 3 of my cats constantly lingering while I'm like streaming and gaming. I'm drawing just if I'm at my desk. So I want to get a cute like little area set up for them. And then I will either do a dono goal or I'll just turn it on whenever they're there. I don't know. I don't love the idea of profiting off of my animal too much. But we got a kitten, and he's precious, and his name's Apollo. He's a little orange kitten. I swear he has no nervous system because this cat just flops around. He's currently behind me meowing because I won't let him eat my keyboard. He's crazy. The other 2 are getting used to him. But yeah, it's been an interesting last week. It's currently hot as all hell in my apartment and in my my state, but I live on the 3rd floor and like the top floor of my building, and it is hot. Let me just make sure this game doesn't need to be updated. Yeah, of course it does. Should have checked that before I went live. Like a little cheese stick. He literally just flops around, and I guess that's a thing for orange cats. Like they don't care about being cradled on their back. They do not land on their feet. They're very floppy cats. But he's also a 10-week-old kitten, so he's just floppy in general. But he's so precious. The other 2 are starting to really, really love him. Andromeda, aka Big Man's already been cuddling him. Hot Dog has already been getting curious. She's not snuggly with him yet, of course, but she started to play with him today, and then she got mad and she ran away. But she started. She's getting there. Hey, Ka. Yeah, I got 4 new piercings. I got a tattoo. I was in the shop for the first 2 days of my trip, and then there's a lot of fun downtime. We actually got stormed out of quite a few activities we were going to do, but we made it up. My sisters and I and my husband, we had a movie night and a craft night. That was really fun. We had a nice dinner with my parents. You know, Steve and I did a couple small little date nights to kind of gear up because our wedding anniversary is this weekend, but he works, unfortunately. So we'll be celebrating at some point this week. So my whole stream schedule is going to be a little wonky this week. I've got a ton of art to do. I've got a ton of stuff going on in the Discord. I want to include you guys even though I'm busy. So if you guys are curious, feel free to hop into the VCs and stages that I'm in. I'll be working on my art commissions, playing Destiny 2, all that. But how have you guys been? How have you guys been? Because I have missed you. I have not been able to be active on anything. I see Rain and Ka in chat. And I know Saint poked his nose in here just to shit on my pride. But that's because he loves me. So, how have you guys been? I know the Americans have the 4th coming up this weekend. It's a big party holiday for a lot of people. Big party holiday. Let's go ahead and get this launched. I don't know what the last game I played was on stream. Outlast Trials was my last stream. Outlast Trials. That was a fun stream. And Mirror Trials are about to start. So I was just talking to my friend Angel, and we're going to be trying to set some stuff up. 2 more things. 2 more housekeeping things, and then we're going to bounce into it, because VOD watchers are going to be like, oh my god, Astro, why don't you shut the fuck up? Play the game. 1. Thank you, all of you, for your support on my 2 videos, my 2 little stream compilation highlight videos that went out while I was on vacation. It helps me a lot. It helps the channel so much. Thank you. Thank you for the support on those, especially for those of you who were at those streams. It's very appreciated. Shout out to my new editor. It was great thing to see. We'll see about getting some more videos like that up soon, but like, I don't know yet. There's so much going on. There's so much going on right now. 2. Those of you who were at the Outlast Trial stream or watched the VOD or in my Discord and know me, you will know that my very dear friend Angel, aka Divine Jester, is somebody I do a lot of Outlast Trial stuff with. He has been so generous to introduce me to his friends Ace and Pigeon. And we play Outlast with Mac a lot, and we've got a whole group chat going, and he has orchestrated that. And there are a couple of really cool Outlast Trials projects. There are some streams, there are some videos, there are some shorts, there's some cool stuff going on with Outlast Trials in this group of creatives and players. And he's who orchestrated it. And unfortunately, he has lost complete access to his Discord account. And not only was that hacked, his email was hacked as well. And when his email was hacked, long story short, he has lost his YouTube channel. He has no access to his YouTube channel. It is gone. It has been deleted. And it is devastating. If that happened, I would be a mess. And he has, in fact, been a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and link his channel in the chat below, but it would mean a lot to me if you guys would please drop a sub to my homie. He had to make a completely new channel. He lost all of his stream VODs, all of his videos, all of his memories that he has made on that channel with his friends. So please, he has been a day one supporter. He has been a really, really fun person to hang out with and game with and talk to and draw with. I have known Angel for coming up on a year now, and it would just mean a lot to me if you guys dropped him a sub, please. I don't always do like shout outs and stuff, and I try to, but losing his channel was the biggest kick in the dick, and we are right in the middle of doing these Outlast Trials projects together, so please support him, drop him a sub, and please hop into his streams and support his content when he starts making that stuff again. Hi fans! Hi Pookie! Alright. I think that's all the housekeeping for today. I think that's all of the housekeeping. And chat, this is a record. We did the stream intro and housekeeping in 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's fucking go. All right, so let's jump into this. 15:41. I need to remember that timestamp. I'm going to start timestamping in the comments so that VOD watchers can, like, skip to where the stream starts. So, Final Fantasy XIV Online is a very in-depth game when it comes to Final Fantasy lore. It's crazy. It is crazy. And during my last few Final Fantasy streams, they've been random chill streams. So I hop on, I load up my main character I've had for years, and we just kind of do whatever. And we were playing through some Heavensward, and I noticed that a lot of people in chat were asking so many questions. I was going on so many lore rants. It's kind of spiraled into me making some lore videos. But I thought, let's do a Let's Play series on it, okay? I'll still do my chill streams when I have friends on, when we're doing raids and we're doing dungeons. I will still have my friends on and play my main character, alright? But this is a completely different series. Those are my chill streams. They're on their own playlist. This is going to be on its own playlist, so we're kind of separating it. That's just kind of like chill random Final Fantasy content. But this is the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play for the main story quests, alongside job quests, which, drumroll please, you guys are going to be helping me decide. So, there's a lot of things in this game where you get to make choices. There are a lot of different ways to play this game. And I want this to be an interactive Let's Play, okay? So not only is the point of this so that somebody can throw me on in the background and listen to me read the dialogue they don't want to fucking read, because I know for a fact half of you Final Fantasy players in my chat skip these fucking dialogue cutscenes. I will be reading at least 90% of it. There's certain things I'm not gonna mess with, but we're going to be doing main story quests. We're going to be doing leveling. We're going to be doing story stuff. And I'm going to do this Let's Play, which is weird. A Let's Play of an MMO? Yes, because Final Fantasy XIV Online is one of the few MMOs that has a cohesive storyline that you as a player can solo. It's a single-player friendly game. So, that's what we're going to be doing. I keep cycling through this menu. Let me just do that. I just lost 1K rosaries in Silksong BRB. You need to break my Steam Deck. Oh, I would throw that shit out the window. I forgot. Shout out to GunMoony for buying me a maid dress on this character, by the way. Okay. So, we're going to create a new character together. We're going to create me. Okay? Everybody knows I'm a bunny girl. I'm a bunny girl pirate. Teehee. So, that being said, there's a few things that we can start. We have to be a female Viera. We're going to create myself, Astra, here in game. So, we'll get started on that. But what I want to know is what you guys want me to do for my first job. Of course, throughout the game, we'll do different jobs. I'm going to do some really funny stuff as well. I don't know which character I'll do it on, but my moderator, Axis, had the idea to do a fishing challenge stream where we, like, have people, like, place, like, tell me what to, like, go for or whatever, and we'll do, like, stream dono goals to go for certain things, and we'll figure it out. But Axis suggested we do, like, a fishing challenge stream, but... Dual blades. Oh, which one is that? Is that Viper? Is that Viper? Hi, Trisky! I missed you, big dog. Sorry I fell asleep last night. I want to watch our slop together. Alright. So, obviously, we're as short as it's going to let us be. This is so awkward. Don't worry, guys. I'll turn on the jiggle physics just for you. Alright, ear shape. Oh no, this is face shape. I feel like I usually get her drawn with like kind of like a button nose. Actually, no, this one looks a little closer. Because I think I can mess with the eyes and the jawline. We'll do this one. Everybody knows I'm a pale-ass pirate. Alright, hairstyle. There's actually a default hairstyle that I know for sure looks a lot like mine. With like the swoopy bangs. need like that brilliant blue. Yeah, okay. Down, boy, don't make me get the stick again. Why are you barking? No, Viper's like the next level. Oh, what's the first level of that one? I know what you're talking about, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. What are you doing? That cat just tried to eat my fucking HDMI cord. Come here. Come here. Come here. What are you yelling at me for? Huh? I'm trying to stream, Apollo. I'm trying to stream. Sorry, guys. I had to take a kitty break. He needed kisses. Okay, why are you laying down flat on my desk like you've been shot? Dude, this is not your bed. I can hear him screaming. He is a very vocal baby. And I've been encouraging it a little bit because every time he talks to me, I talk back. Got a cat cam, damn it. I will. I'll get that set up this week. Yeah. Is chat gonna watch you grow up, Apollo? Yeah, my little cheese curd. We'll get a cat cam set up this week. Of course now you don't want to meow at me. I love you and I love your cuddles, but your father is in the bed. Go snuggle him. Oh my god. Why are you screaming at me? What? 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 That's not... Can you guys hear him? What? That's my whole ass microphone. Baby. Yeah, he's screaming because he wants cuddles, but I'm trying to play games. But I can't just say no. Bro is howling, give him love. Okay, here, you can sit right here. Yep. Right in my lap. Okay, no, not on the microphone stand. Excuse the interruptions. My kitty has decided it is time to cause chaos. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Shameless shill. I have added cat treats, and I will be adding cat trees and cat toys and more treats to my throne, which is linked in the description below. Please check it out later if you want to help with the channel and stuff. It's mostly like merch and G Fuel and like random streaming setup stuff, but I am putting some cat stuff in there to supply the cat cam corner. So. OMG, it's just thinking you want to be nice to Hot Dog or I'm not showing you the rat anymore. Hot Dog is currently 5 feet away staring at me because I'm cuddling the kitten, but she is curious. She'll probably come over here and cuddle in a little bit. She usually does at least once or twice during a stream. Chaos Kitten, that's my boy. Dude, he's howling back there. He's not... Dude, he is so spoiled. And he is so emotionally attached. He will not do anything but cuddle and play and do kitten things. Oh, you're apparently you can just jump right onto the desk. Hi. No, you can't eat my audio interface. Oh my goodness. You've taken over this whole stream. You realize that, right? You took over this whole stream. You've completely hijacked it. You're gonna realize how boring it is up here in like 5 minutes. Meow. And now he's stuck behind my monitor. Baby. You're a parrot cat now. You can get on my shoulder. Yeah. Can I play my game now with my friends? Yeah. That'd be nice. Why are you harassing me? Are you hungry? No, you can't have my vape. Oh my god. Okay, well, I didn't think that Apollo was gonna completely hijack my stream. He will continue to interrupt, but it is only day 3 of him being in our house, so he's still getting used to us and to everything. My baby boy. I wish I had my camera stuff set up now. I didn't even think about it, guys. I will set that up this week, and our next stream will have at least the bare bones of a cat cam set up. I have the perfect like spot and everything for it. Oh. Hi, Nelson. I'm trying to play Final Fantasy, but my whole stream is being hijacked by a kitten right now. Who's my baby boy? Mwah. Apollo is a Nick fiend. Yeah, well, he's not allowed anywhere near the nicotine. Alright. I think he's... Okay, he's going to the kitchen to take a shit. We're safe. We're safe, chat. Alright, let's get back to character creation. I can't even tell the difference in these. What is the difference? Unless the game's just lagging. Okay. Okay, eyes. We have them big, starry-ass eyes. Which I'm wondering if we can do. I think we can. I know we can at least make them like a really light blue. But I don't think we can change like the pupil to like her stars, which is fine. Okay, now it's time for the button nose. I think that's perfect. I don't understand the jaw thing, because, like, nothing's changing on my screen. Unless I'm just stupid. I may be stupid. I think the lip color's actually a little dark. Yeah. Oh, whoa. Thank you for the 10, Gek. Thank you for the 10. Your boy kibble might get me banned, Gek. Your boy kibble might get me banned. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But you donated 10, so I might. Look from the side, look at the chin. Am I stupid? Oh my god, I am stupid. Oh my god. Okay. Hi, Odin. How you doing, big dog? Never played this game, but I've heard good things. I fucking love it, bro. I love it. So we're actually making a new character, so that we can start from the beginning, since my other Final Fantasy streams are just kind of like a random shit. So we're starting a new character. We're gonna do a Let's Play series. of this one. You gotta show the kibble. I'm gonna cry ugly gecko cry mixed with screams that the kibble's not shown. Just because you sent me $10, I will. Thank you again, Gek, for the 10. Let me pull up your ugly ass boy kibble. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is supposed to be a Let's Play stream. Alright, chat. Trigger warning, gross food. Trigger warning, gross food. Trigger warning, gross food. Ugh. Gross food gone. Gross food gone. You may look back at your screens. Did he put marshmallow fluff on a hot dog again? Much worse. It's actually much worse, Odin. It's much worse. I'm sorry if I sound a little, like, not happy. I am. Dog, I'm so fucking tired. I don't know which ear shape would be best for me. Probably this one. I like the big tall ears, but this one I feel like might be more close to the design. I'll let you guys decide. I'll make a new character and rage bait you if you want. You're always welcome to make a new character. But for my Let's Play series, I'm not going to be doing anything. Oh, I can make them longer. Perfect. I'm not going to be doing anything with homies on this character just because this is for Let's Play purposes. All right. Cool, cool. Tattoos. We don't have any tattoos, so. Face paint. Not necessary. So we'll do the makeup. We'll do our blue makeup. It's more purple. That's more like teal. There's no like royal blue eyeshadow. The fuck? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Cool. So there's the appearance data. Alright, it makes me save the appearance data. Okay, fine. So this doesn't really matter. This doesn't really matter either. It's like lore stuff. So we're gonna do the Watcher of the Seas. So, where are we starting with tank healer or DPS? Good night, Rain. Am I late? Not very. Not very. Don't worry. We're just getting started. I'll probably... I'm most familiar with healer. Personally. But you guys are welcome to suggest specific jobs to play on this. Actually, we'll start with... Do I want to start with Lancer or Arcanist? Healer sounds pretty sick, not gonna lie. I love the healer classes in this game. I love them. But if we want to start in the pirate area, we could start with Arcanist. Lancer starts in Gridania. But yeah, Arcanist goes into Summoner or Black Mage, and you can literally summon a carbuncle that follows you around. Lancer's cool. It turns into Dragoon, so there's a lot of dragon lore. The healer storyline's pretty cool. Each job has, like, its own storyline. So it's really cool. We'll do Arcanist for now. Astra. Calypso. Confirm. Yes, that is the starting armor for Vieras, so... I like Dragoon and Black Mage, very fun. Dude, I love both. I started with Arcanist, so hopefully we can, like, get up to Black Mage, because Black Mage is really cool. It just looks cool. Also, Summoner, you get some cool fucking summons with Summoner. Really cool stuff. Hell yeah. I hate the heat. I get it, man. Same. That is why we are having a chill Final Fantasy Let's Play day. It is hot. It is so painfully hot. I don't know why this is so quiet. Can you guys even hear it? Are you guys even getting... I don't think you're even getting audio. That's how quiet it is. Okay, I see the issue. I can fix this. It's in-game. I have my settings set really low for it for some reason. I hear you and your fan. I'm sorry about the fans. There is no turning the fans down. Oh shit. Oh, I don't want to skip the cutscene. That's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jack this up. For now. Pirate time! Arg! It makes sense that I, Astra Calypso, holding a grimoire in my PNG, would want to be an Arcanist. Why was it even a question? And Black Mage is so fitting too because of the elemental magic. Because that's what I use. Alright. I'll fix the game audio in a second. Y'all right, lass? The grizzled passenger says you were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach turning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the Aether, I reckon. How to get that? Mind your fucking business. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Villabrand now, which is chock full of Aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Ugh. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship's leaping around like a demented chocobo today. Reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. LousyLouLoser's still fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Okay, buddy. Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name, and peddlin's me trade. Dude, he's actually such an interesting character later on. It's not like big lore stuff, but it's like cute shit. It's cute shit. This cutscene's abysmally quiet anyways. Smell the salty breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Dude, yeah, our lack of... God, I knew it was going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring is a risky business these days, especially. What was that first... What was it that first attracted you to it? ... We're gonna do the squall method. If you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brendan's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We have all secreted 3, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Real. Oh boy. Ah! Ship's off the starboard bow. Pirate colors. Dude, we're about to get absolutely ass blasted. Oh, I'm not trying to skip dialogue. I'm trying not to have straight up cheeks on my screen. This is the default bunny girl outfit, bro. What is this world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship, flying laments and colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. Didn't even see the costume. I know! You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no Buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I've lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have... We're gonna go to the upper deck. Once this cutscene's over, I'll go ahead, I'll fix this audio. And it's a new character, so my HUD's gonna be all messed up. By the by, is this your first trip to LousyLouLoser? No. Not, but I'll wager there have been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journey to itinerant to appraise you of the current state of affairs. LousyLouLoser prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. We weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilization influence, the city-state could almost pass for respectable nation. You never guessed that she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with. Like those pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if it weren't bad enough, I've heard... Sorry, Vance distracted me. And if it weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahajin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. They're the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, in case you didn't know. That sounds... Anyways. It's like a decade old. Behold, LousyLouLoser, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved Limalane goddess of navigation. I am going to mispronounce some of these names, by the way, and if you make fun of me, that's fair, but if I catch any of you properly speaking French, you're banned. I'm kidding. Oh, goodness. I wasn't gonna say it.
The southwestern corner of the realm. Amidst the roiling waves of the Lotamo Sea lies the maritime city-state.
So this is just gonna tell us what LousyLouLoser is. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it, just because I want to get this audio fixed for you guys. We're on mouse and keyboard. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Unlock this. Boop. 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 Actually, no. Run goes there. We're gonna... system configuration. Sound settings. We're gonna turn that up for you guys. You should be able to hear it now. Can you guys hear the game now? Gamepad settings, mouse settings. Okay, apply. How do I import my HUD layout? Is there a way to do that? Keybinds, system, gamepad, system, hotbar. Oh no. Oh no. There's gotta be a way to import this. There's gotta be a way to import this. Can I import keybinds and others in HUD to another character on Final Fantasy XIV? There's gotta be a way to do this. Okay. There's a way to do this. Thank God I googled that and I didn't, like, actually sit there and redo every single fucking keybind. Holy shit. Thank God. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna... character settings data for mouse mode settings, HUD, hotbar, and gear sets. Upload. Okay. Because I'm not redoing that. It took me forever. Bro. No, the meme died in March. Vance only has one birthday again. Yeah. That meme passed away when I killed that guy. We'll create the backup data. And then I think we can... Social friends list, group names, and contact list. Download. There's no backup for this character selected. So how do I do this? How do I copy it? Save appearance data, retrieve character data. No, not delete character. Okay. So it says character selection screen. Right click and press the character, create backup character settings and upload them to the server. Right click on the new character you want to copy your settings to and select import character settings and select a backup you just made. Import character settings from this backup. So it's gonna be HUD, hotbars, like all of that stuff. It's gonna be copied over. Okay, cool. Settings will be applied next time you log in with this character. Cool. Okay. So all my keybinds, all of my custom HUD layouts, all of the shit I have worked on for like ever to make this comfortable, it should be there now. Thank you for your patience, chat. There was no way I could like start that and then make you guys sit there for 45 minutes because when I did the keybinds with my new mouse, it took me quite literally 45 minutes to like perfect it. And there's different stuff for like different characters. Or like different jobs and stuff. I'm not making you guys sit through that. So I'm really happy there was a quick way to do that. Would you look at that? It saved all the spells I don't have unlocked yet. Alright, that is totally fine. We just gotta replace Ruin 1 with Ruin 2. Or Ruin 2 with 1. I don't think I can use any of these. I'm quite literally level 1. Oh my gosh. Basic control tutorials, that's funny. Alright. Okay. There's going to be a lot of tutorial stuff. I'm not going to read through that. If you guys are interested in playing the game, you can read that yourself. Wristflaw says, now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down this street and speak with Gruffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself, and he'll set you straight. Got all that good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You've begun a quest. Use the duty list to help complete your task. Cool. So I already know how to do all this. Oh, it even saved my map placement. That's sexy. All right. Welcome to LousyLouLoser. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Let's go talk to Baderon. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? But you ain't here for a drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at venturing, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Baderon, and is most hospitable of the Drowning Wench. This is also this is also home to the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specifically for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble. Not that they need it in these parts, on account there'd be trouble everywhere you look, but if you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside of the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, and no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, it's sure to kill the lot of us. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way that makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes, and it's all foggy, like recollections from a hard night of nail. You can imagine why people might fear the future. They can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers, what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This goddamn calamity-spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun and you see your mind's eye as a shadow set against a blinding glare. That's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. It's this what's got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. And if Limsa's ever gonna put this time of darkness behind it, it's gonna need venturers to help banish the fear. It's gonna need new heroes like the ones we've lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And why, any aid we can give to an adventurer is effort well spent. What do you say, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Thanks to you, a navigator and all, I knew she'd steer me your way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis time we got your mark in me book. Wait, Warriors of Light? Yep, the Warriors of Light are the unnamed warriors who helped save Eorzea during the calamity. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place, sending your friends signals. Were you? Now just hold on a moment, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. This lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings? Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. You make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what do you say to a tankard of me finest ale? Before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog on this side of the Strait of Mirthor, but that doesn't mean we won't get you pickled. And look, there's a chair over there crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? Did this guy just bribe the cops? You'll have to excuse the eager, bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spat of kidnappings, you see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken a clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, and pretty much everybody else in this town. Don't take it too personally, though. Us Leminskins can be a headstrong bunch of bastards. Tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. Welcome to Limsa Laminsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started learning your ways of the city. It says that was the tutorial, but it's lying. I can promise you that. It's lying. How do I want to set this up? Summon Carbuncle. We'll do that here. We're gonna throw Aether Charge here. And summon Ruby here. Oh. We're gonna throw Summon Ruby here. Heals there. Oop, get off there, get off there. We'll use you two later. Limit break there. Heals there. This here. Energy drain here. Actually, no. We're gonna put Ruin there and energy drain there. We're gonna throw Fester here. That we don't have to deal with for a hot minute. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor and point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great oak glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an netherite, a device which can move. Okay, I'm not reading all the netherites to you guys. They're teleporters. Second on the list is the marketplace. Don't go throwing around guild just yet. And then we'll go to spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. All right. So this is basically him just telling us our first 3 things. I'm not going to read through all that. It is tutorial speak. I don't need help navigating. So... let's go to the markets. Alright, so we're gonna go to the lower decks. We're gonna explore. Oh, it's gonna yell at me, isn't it? Alright. Well, I have to accept the quest making a name. Forgot about that. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventure. Listen close, class. I have some information that might just help you put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered on the ground. I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa Lamenta is a busy port. Not all the merchants that blow across in the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How these plants ends up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal god bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skeynrail, and she'll show you down to the first floor, and then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them over to the Octant. Alright, I'm not even trying to pronounce that name, by the way. You do look suspicious. You don't wear pants. Real. Real as shit ever. Telling us what sanctuaries are and what interactions are. Oops. There's this one. Go complete this quest here. Because there is like a reputation mechanic in this game. As you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They're the prime ingredient in a creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I cannot resist the jest. These herbs are not more than lavender, a common enough export from Limsa. In fact, there's probably spilled from crates that were loaded into my very own ship. That Lalafell just baited us, by the way. Aw. Poor white boy. I hope he feels better. Ah, another novice adventure. Aye. Baderon has said more than a few of your kind this way as of late. I'm Sundamal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. I do not need you to explain to me how Otherite the tuning works. It is a teleportation device. Alright. Next, we need to go and listen to this guy's explanation of the markets. I'm gonna be honest, we're not gonna listen to that cutscene. There's, I would say, probably the first 2 or 3 hours of Realm Reborn, you can just kind of skip. It is quite literally tutorial content, but once the story picks up, we are going to focus a lot on the dialogue. I just wanted the character creation to be a part of this series and this Let's Play. Gonna explain us what the markets are. We will go through the Arcanist stuff because for those of you watching who've never played this game, Arcanist is one of the starting jobs that you can do. And I do think it's a little important to kind of help new players get into how setting up this type of MMO works. It's a bit different than others. So these are like these are like mini teleporters. Okay. So let's go talk to the guild receptionist here. Welcome to the Arcanists Guild. It's here that we do research and develop the field of Arcanema. Arcanema is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But if I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our histories of it as well? The roots of Arcanema can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave aether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the School of Arcanema was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas abroad trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in realms of governance and council. Go back on vacation now. What do you mean? I've been back! Butthole. Hi, Axis, I missed you. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Merylwib, I don't know how to fuck these names, counted several wielders of Arcanema among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist guild was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanum, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild, which we are going to be doing. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Excuse me? Damn, she got me. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at the present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thubergeim. How do I say that? There's Marrowweb. Okay. What about this one, Axis? Just soften the E a lot. I know a lot of these names are French. And I've mostly, like, read all of these names in my head. I don't usually, like, say them out loud. Is this one Thubergeim or Thubergem? I don't know. She shouldered a full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. She's really cool, by the way. She's a really fun character. I do love this story arc, and I never actually, like, got super far into it. I don't think I got past, like, level 30. You will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy, though. Her mind is sharp and critical. Her manner is always most welcoming. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanists Guild. As Miri's doubtlessly explained, I am serving as the acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins? Allow me, then, to expand upon its nature. Arcanum taps into the living energies of Aether, and the evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle in the manner of magic, which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in pursuit of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even in the field of battle, nay, especially in the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. These aren't French. I'm not sure what row names are based on. I'm wondering if they're more... Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Their Stinky Fink language. Actually, Gek, every, like, region in Final Fantasy XIV and all of the names that they use in there are based on existing languages. Maybe Polish? Yeah, but I'm thinking that. Because they're not quite, like, German. And I'm not familiar with Polish. I'm wondering if any multilingual friends in chat would be able to point some of that out. But I'm actually very curious, and I might look up how to properly say some of these names later, since I'm reading all of this dialogue. But that YR, that BYR, so you've got that Thu, and then I don't think it's Burr, I think it's Bayer, and then the EI. I'm wondering if it's Thubergeim? Or Thubergeim? Or the G could be silent. I don't actually know. If one wishes to make certain of the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? BYR's pronounced as beer. In some languages, yeah. You legit forgot Nordic shit? Well, I don't speak every language on the planet. It's free to be nice to me, by the way. Most Polish stuff has a lot of Z's and W's, and I would say this could be Scandinavian. I'm not sure. Gek did have a point. It could be based in more Nordic roots? I mean, of course, if I'm mispronouncing something, that sucks, but I'm interested. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lanascia, you will find, among others, 3 species of pests: wharf rats, ladybugs, and orale. And I ask that you employ your skill in Arcanima to eradicate 3 of type of each of these creatures. She's telling us to leave. Excuse me. I am being nice. I bought you another game again. Well, I appreciate that. That is very kind of you. I'll check that after stream. Look at our little guy. Alright, so now we need to go to the upper decks to do that. To finish this quest, but we also need to go slay some wharf rats. So we're gonna need to leave through... I think we have to leave through the upper decks, actually. She told us how, and then I just, like, spaced out. Alright. I'm gonna get all these attuned. Ass. Dude, I hate the starting outfit for this fucking species, bro. I hate it. It makes me feel like a whore. Ugh. Rabooty. Real. How you been this last week, Axis? I have missed you. Let's get this quest finished up. There you are, Astra. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ya? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Lominsa, it won't be the last time you'll visit those 3 places. Now you've got an idea of what's where, and you can explore the rest of the town. Astra, what are you wearing? This is the default starting armor for this species. Don't worry. The first Vieira in the series wore that the whole game. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Mr. Drip is in the chat. He'll help. Actually, Access, while you're here, I am curious. Is it against the Final Fantasy XIV Online TOS to join your own free company on another character? Because I got into Zalera on this one too, and I didn't know if I was able to join my free company on this character so that I could, like, play with you guys on either one. I don't know how that works. Don't know how that works. Yeah, he doesn't have another love thing for me yet, so. Okay, we're gonna go this way, though. Can't wait to get my mounts. No, I didn't know if they were like, if you join your own free company, that's cheating. But it's like, that's my house, bitch. I paid for that. So I was not sure how that worked. Because I would like to join the free company as well, because, like, a lot of the stuff I get, like, all of the gil and stuff I get on this character on stream, I'm not really getting used for a lot. So, like, I might as well just throw it in there. Killing things. with dead air. Vance pays people to chew on his tummy. I don't even know what that means. You're weird. You just can't have an FC of only alts. Oh, yeah. No, I would never do that. I just want this alt on the one that I use on my main account so that I can dump all my extra gil and shit into the community. Friendly reminder to anybody new watching the VOD or sitting in the chat and the stream, anything like that. My Discord link is in the description below, and we do have a Final Fantasy section of the server where I do run a free company called the Calypso Crew. You are all welcome to join, and we do a lot of interactive stuff in there and a lot of community stuff, and we play the game together all the time. I am in those voice chats all the time. So I do not just play this game on stream. And it is a public server. Feel free to join. I'm turning that into a dono alert. Which thing? I've said a lot in like the last few seconds. Oh, the belly thing. What the fuck does that mean? You're being weird. I was like, you're gonna turn my VOD watcher thing? Is my delay that fucking bad right now? Still not joining that FC? I don't expect you to. You'd have to make a whole ass new character or leave your extremely active free company. And I don't necessarily want you to have to do either of those things. Absolutely not. The delay is very bad. It's probably the fact that it's fucking 1,000,000 degrees in here and my router is literally surviving on spite and dust. Oh. That's crazy. That's somehow crazier. Don't hold your pee. That's bad for you. It's important to me that you know that that's bad for you. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose you little threat. It is with great pleasure then that I formally recognize your initiation in the guild. From this day forth you may proudly bear the title of Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There's no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. To commemorate this occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. I can hear your fan going full blast in the background. Yeah, probably. I have two going. It's like 80 degrees in my apartment if I don't have them on. Here, I'll turn it down. Is that a little better? Is the fan noise a little bit better? Let me know. No, it's fine. I promise you no one cares. I care. Oh. It's better. Okay. It's so hot. And I don't want to set up noise suppression right the second, because if I set up noise suppression right the second and I don't test it first, then you guys won't be able to hear me. It's a pain in the butt, and I really didn't want to do that on a Let's Play stream. Have air, don't die. I won't, don't worry. I've got two waters in front of me. One is a liquid IV, one is a normal water. I have not had a lot of like coffee or soda today. I've been quite good with staying very hydrated. and taking good care of myself. We gotta get some clothes, bro. I find it strange you don't like the Starter Viera outfit, miss. I want to look like a hoe. I don't actually hate this outfit. I quite like pieces of this outfit. Specifically the leg pieces are one of my favorites in the game. And I like the bunny tail on it. Like you said, you can dye it, and I think, okay, so like you said, there's certain colors you dye it that make it look like straight up lingerie, but like there's also some colors that make it look like really cool accent pieces, and I quite enjoy it. Also, Axis just called me out on main. I love dressing like a hoe in Final Fantasy XIV, and there's nothing wrong with being a bunny thought in this game. You need more soda and coffees and energy drinks. So I have 2 kidneys. I'd like to keep it that way. Saw The Martian yesterday. The movie? Is that a movie? All right. We're going back down in the basement. Let's go. It's cunty. It is. I have to be careful saying that word on stream, though. There's my alarm. Meds break. If you started in Gridania, you could have grabbed clothes from the Ashchabo guy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I chose Arcanist. I almost chose Lancer though. I have 3 kidneys. Skill issue. Bitch, your guts don't even work. Shut up. No, Vance, you can say it. I just have to say it quietly and then giggle and say JK. Alright. So it looks like we are off to speak over... Oh yeah, we're going straight to Summerford. Let's go ahead and deal with some hunting log shit real quick though. It's easy fucking XP. Check the mail Moogle, you might have the long-time player rewards, like the Squall outfit. Ooh, I know I have the Cloud Strife one. I didn't even think about that. I gotta do that. What the fuck? Get back here! Little asshole. Just doing random hunting log shit as I see it. It's good XP. Okay. Nah, Axis is right. Let's go look at that real quick. Like I said, I don't hate this outfit. It just makes me a little nervous because I'm streaming. I like the Squall outfit. Same. Oh no, you already said that. You didn't say you like the Squall outfit. I just outed myself for being like really into Squall again. One day Astra will wear pants. The Cloud outfit's pretty cool. This game is so gorgeous, bro. It's genuinely just pretty. Your question should be getting pants. Honestly, this outfit would be cute as fuck if I could just throw a skirt on. Let's go talk to our Moogle. I actually have no idea what outfits I have from him that are like account-wide. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Yep, there's the Cloud Strife outfit. And the Tantalus outfit. That's all I got in there. Untradeable items, blah 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 blah. Nobody's ever gotten banned for their beard dressing like they're about to star in one of the If it's not an issue on YouTube, then that's not a problem. Then I'm a hoe and I'm free. All right. Off to Summerford Farms. There she is. I moved my camera too fast. I was like, what the fuck? Where am I? I miss having a mount. I really, really do miss having a mount. Oh. I quite literally ran the wrong way, chat. Let's go. Alrighty. Wharf rat. Astra's the type of rodent that probably forgets that they have yogurt. What does that mean, big dog? What does that mean? That is a great idea. Cool, we already unlocked our level 5 quest for Arcanist. Ooh, I need to kill that thing for my hunting log. Means exactly what it says, Astra. You guys are funny. You guys are so funny today. I missed you guys. Yay! 530 XP points for that? Damn. Found my old gifts to spam Vance with. Today's a very good day. Well, I'm glad you're having fun harassing my friends. Congratulations. I too like to harass my moderators. I ran all the way back there, and there's a delivery Moogle here, and I just know Axis was waiting for me to realize that. I just know Axis was waiting for me to realize that, and is now giggling like a motherfucker. That's funny. That is funny. Beep, 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 beep. no, he's up top. I forgot. I do this every time. I do this every time I do this quest. Just do what I do. Just go on do not disturb infinitely. Ah, so you must be the adventurer that Battaron promised to send along. Astra Calypso, wasn't it? You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Stalwern, the old bastard, as Battaron likely described me, and here's my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship, like it did for so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merylweb? I think it's Merylweb. I think he literally corrected me on this a bit ago. Initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working in the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. It can be hit or miss if they're in the smaller satellite towns, but most of the ones around the big 3 cities have them. Yeah, I can't ever remember where they're at. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending to the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Alright, we will grab the altered leather thigh boots. Because we could use some armor points. And Summon Ruby has been learned, as well as Gemshine. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go, bro. Where does Gemshine show up? Right there. Yeah, no, I want Gemshine here. See if I remember how to do this. It's been a long time since I have played this role. I also have not really used this layout to do it. Still got it. It's been a while since I've done my rotations there. Alright, let's accept this main scenario quest. We'll go to our class quest. Very important to do your class quest as frequently as possible. It is so important. Congratulations on your first legs. Let's go. Ooh, we get a new grimoire with this one. I have a mind to set you to a task, Calypso, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably... Okay, gear level 5. Alright. Well, I'm sure we'll get gear level 5 just with this class quest that we gotta do, so... Oh, we're gonna use return. I'd like to save my guild this early in the game if I can. It's hot in here. Oof. Trying to think of what I want for dinner. I'm trying to consider what I want for food. Nice, we get our robes and shit in here. Astro, isn't it? Are you eating well? An empty stomach distracts mind. I was just talking about getting dinner. That's so funny. Alright. So we just have to do some more slaying stuff, which should double for like our... It should double for our hunting log too, to get some quick XP. But I think we have to go to the upper decks to get to lower Linasia, so... Oh my god, what is that dress? Oh my god, everybody shut up! What is this dress? Oh, that is gorge. The Neo Queen dress and tiara. To keep that in the back of my mind. I'm sure that's very late game. I don't think I can do my retainers yet. That's a whole thing. The whole thing. What rotation you playing? Arcanist. You just press colored Legos. Yeah. But I more so meant like when I get up to Black Mage, there's a rotation there. It's level 90 plus gear. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll get it at the end of the night. I'm having chicken fettuccine. That sounds delicious, dude. Oh wait, Neo Queen. Yes, it's Neo Queen. Is that raid gear or is that from the marketplace, the shop? That's a shop item. Yeah. I haven't been on there in a minute. It was dyed, so I probably just didn't recognize it. The iron bananas today. I heard that. I still don't really know what that is, and at this point I'm too scared to ask. To be honest. Embarrassingly enough, I don't really know like what that is and what you get from it. My little carbuncle. PvP, competitive PvP. Oh, fuck that. Have fun, guys. Have fun. No, I don't really like PvP in Destiny 2, but I hope you guys have fun. It's a crucible event. Yeah. It's not my thing. Not my thing. But I hope everybody who does that tonight and this week has a lot of fun. Get to LARP as an alpha wolf furry. I do that anyways. I do that anyways. Let's just do this because it's in my hunting log. XP is XP. Actually, do I have any? I do. Gotta go beat these things up, too. You LARP as a beta rabbit furry. That was mean. True, but damn. Also, I'm in an omega. I'm an omega. I'm not a beta. Don't ever insult me like that again. I literally get laid more than anybody in the chat. Wind Sprite. I think I only need to kill 3 of these for the hunting log. It's like typically like 1 or 3. Oh, I got wind shards. I forgot about all the shard shit for crafting. I don't know how much I'll end up crafting on this character. It really depends. You brought it into this! Dude, I gotta walk all the way back. It's fucking annoying. Oh, it does tell me in chat. Thank you. I didn't even realize that. Ethernet, Arcanist Guild. It has a lot of weapons worth getting for PvE. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I just have no interest in it, you know? Welcome back, Astro. It appears your coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. Shall we test your growing acumen with a more practical examination? Our work at Malvan's Gate requires us to inspect and record the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I've added several crates transported to the cliff south of the Zephyr Gate. I want you to examine those crates and then return the inspected cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depth to which some merchants will sink to deter customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating Vilken. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Okay. You find the lore for the Division games interesting? I've never played the Division games. I don't really know what they're about, to be honest. Alright, Zephyr Gate. Whee! Ow. Do I still have my carbuncle out? I do. Okay, good. I got used to playing Lancer, so I forgot how, like, I don't need to be this close to pop off. Yay. It's Dying Light in Washington without the zombies. Oh, that's interesting. I think somebody told me about those games and I just like have forgotten about it because there's so many that people suggest to me and stuff. I'm not a threat. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to... I forgot to read that word and I clicked it. Cool. Smooth. Pro streamer. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind whirled into motion as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constant, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Kylia, a Melvian's Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thubergeim elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction to the field of Arcanima. From what I've observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail regarding your choice of arcane geometries. What factor most influences your actions during battle? I simply do what feels right, man. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 90%, give or take 0.5%. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as wielder of Arcanima. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Thubergeim is awaiting on some inspected cargo. One of myself, I am off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there's no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. She just nayumed out of there. She just, phew, just nayumed right out of that room. The zoom in on your character is hilarious. Real. Alright. We'll just go right back in there. It's like right there. I'm not gonna teleport. I'm so broke. Ugh. Chat, it is so hot. It's so hot in this apartment. Holy shit. I'm sure this heat wave is messing with a bunch of you guys right now. How are you guys coping with the heat wave? Oh my god. In the heat dome. That's you are in one of the hottest places in the country right now. I have like some really bad heat sensitivities, so like even anything above like 90 just lays me the fuck out. Look upon this scholar and mathematician in her metal combat lingerie! So fucking hilarious. Astra, have you returned with the cargo? Yes, we have. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That can be something of a problem in our profession. You understand, I also had a word from Kylia regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed her the instruction she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome that Kylia carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. She has had her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as a foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanum has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her in her own perspective. Somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Astra. Continue to practice with Carbuncle, as Kylie has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Alright, we can get the robes. We can get the hat. Let's do the hat. So we need armor. We can't do our next main story quest without better armor stats. There it is. I was like, where's my fucking armor chest? Alright. This looks dorky as hell right now. But at least we were now able at least we're now able to like get our our next main story quest, right? Alright, let's head back over to Summerford. Eat some ice cream. Oh, I wish I had some ice cream. I have like milk and cookies, but I don't have any ice cream. Alright, let's go over here. We don't have the guild to teleport right now, and I think that's a little funny. At least we got new boots! Fit check? So funny. This is so funny. Goodness gracious. All the way up to Summerford. Alright. Chat, I'm actually gonna be right back. I do have to use the restroom and grab something to eat, and yeah, I will. We back. We back. Alright. Pulling chat back up. Off to Summerford. Am I insane, or is the music not playing in this game? Am I insane? No, it is. I'm just insane. Hi, Apollo. Hi. I'm trying to play the game. Hi, Apollo. Do you want some cuddles? It's almost your dinner time. Yes, it is. You're probably getting hungry. My little man. Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. That's funny. We got a hat and this guy was like, yeah, you're clothed. We'll grab that grimoire. Hi, Apollo. You sit in my lap, please. That aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. No, I've just sat here. I hope I've read you right, for I have a task that requires attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Let's see. Perhaps. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You'll have heard rumors of the abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa, as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. By the way, when you hop back on D2, check the Season of the Witch legendary gear in the old season monument. You're welcome. Ooh, I will. I will have to do that. I'm probably going to be on Destiny after I eat some dinner soon. And this little guy keeps yelling at me for dinner. Yeah, you getting hungry? You getting hungry? Yeah. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Oh, we're just gonna lay on our back and be weird. What has this got to do with Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of bright, unsavory fellows with azure-tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the field, spying on my men. I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're kidnappers from the rumor. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work's suffering for it. That is, as they say, where you come in. Alright. Apollo, I cannot read my screen when you are climbing on my face like a little parrot. You're so weird. You're so weird. You're such a weird little guy. He's like, Mom, I must play Final Fantasy with you. I wonder if there's a minion that's like a little orange cat that I could have that would look like Apollo. Or even like a gray one. Like any tabby would look like one of my babies. Hi. Oh, hi. I want to cuddle and play and give you all the loves, but I am busy streaming right now. You can have 100% of my attention later. I promise. They were not kidding when they said kitten. They're basically like having a toddler. He's screaming behind me now because I did not let him sit on my desk. You'll be okay, little guy. okay. I know. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's under my chair just absolutely freaking the fuck out. I always forget where the little thing is here. It's like it says it's exactly here. And it quite literally is not. And I always forget, like, what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's right. I always forget that. It's underground. Ooh, I have to kill some of these for my hunting log anyway, so... I always forget I'm ranged DPS. Getting way too close to them. Beep. Stone monument. You're about to enter an instance battle, and they only occur during certain quests and missions. Yeah, we're good.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the
Oops. I clicked out and then in. Look who it is! It's Y'shtola!
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Let's go. I like how my carbuncle's just chilling. It's all coming back to me now. I haven't played Arcanist or Black Mage in a really long time. Oh my god, Vance, fuck you! Is it? Is it so hilarious? What? I'm just napping. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Me after a hot day.
Phew.
What's that? Shit. Dude, I love how we
Hear, feel, think. Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
I am the warrior of light.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
That's right, bitches, I'm chosen. Let's go. I remember the first time I played this game, this cutscene made me feel so epic.
Shall the crystals reveal themselves to
It's very
thee?
nostalgic.
Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Real, brother, real. It sprinkles crystals on you.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
This reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy. Honestly, yeah.
Awake again? Are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction.
Or does this give OG Final Fantasy vibes? It really is. It is good at doing that. Got my power back as well. It's awesome, Odin. Let's fucking go. I hate power outages.
When you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
That was interesting. Wait, this is where you meet Y'shtola? Yeah. God, I love her. Alright. Let's go finish this up. Oh, dude, I love her. She's such a cool character. And I think that this is such a... I think it's a unique and it's a fun way to introduce a plot line. Just like in general, but knowing at least partially where a lot of that goes, and where a lot of Y'shtola's English, a lot of where Y'shtola's story goes in particular. It's very fascinating, and looking back and rewatching her introductory cutscene when we first meet her, she's just running an investigation, you know, and it is important and it means a lot to her, and you learn very soon, we'll learn very soon why these investigations are important to her and who she's working with and why. But it's so fascinating to me to see her there and then to see what she is like in Heavensward. It's a very interesting dichotomy of character development, because the way that they develop and grow her character through Realm Reborn is very different from how she is later in the games. Very different. Let's give him this knife. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of a seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think these ruffians are pirates. Gonna lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder, chances are. They didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep. Sent a maddened Gubu on you. Now, the pirates have been adding to their numbers as of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to Be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption? Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the Aether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Calypso. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. You just keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Nice. Cool. Alright, chat, and that is where we are going to end stream today. Thank you, everybody, for the likes, the subs, the donos, the chats, the lurkers, and everything in between. Do not forget to link the VOD to your friends or your haters. I'll deal with them all myself. I love you all, each and every single one of you, so much. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to drop a comment. And I will let you guys know when part 2 of the Let's Play for Final Fantasy XIV Online will be. It'll be sometime this week, and we will dive more into the history and the state of LousyLouLoser. And we'll get some fucking clothes, for sure. I'm sorry for such a short stream today, chat. My cat is screaming at me to feed him. I have not eaten in like 8 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get ready for dinner. I will see you guys around. Thank you.